Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. We have quite the project at hand today. Been postponing this project for a minute now, and well, this is the easier end looking at it. This isn't bad. This is the aftermath of the tenants that we had to pay a lot of money to get out of here. You guys saw I did make one dump run a while back, and I haven't made another one since because it's been raining, soaks everything, and charges me more at the dump. But the last tenants, that was a big pile they left there. This is my grandpa's place, by the way. But I brought the blue machine up here today because, I mean, you can see just how much crap is just everywhere. I want to tidy up the driveway some more. This bucket, this grapple bucket, I mean, this thing is just a champ. Works for a good grading bucket, clamp everything. And then I brought the trailer hitch adapter. I'm going to move the dump trailer and a couple other little trailers back down there, hopefully today. Over here, this is the main thing I want to touch on today. All this runoff, back when my grandpa used to live here and was able and everything, he put a ditch in front of the driveway there and a runoff up here so that it would channel this. You can kind of see something there, but as of right now, it's just pushing everything out into the road, and I'm getting kind of tired of it every time I come up here. You see all that mud that's on the road? Yeah, stepping in that, just slip and sliding all the time. So I'm going to scrape off the road today and make some ditches so that we don't lose all this. I mean, it's just pea gravel. We need to put some actual 3/4 with fines on here, some road base. This is just something built on a budget back in the day my grandpa put in here. I mean, we got our mess. That's a javelin right there, if anybody saw that. I'd say everything's for sale, so if you see something back there and you're in the area, I might be able to sell it to you. It's for sale, not on sale. I know it's junk, but stuff's still valuable. But where the heck did that puppy go? All right, now I know what you're thinking. Well, what if it rains? It's gonna wash all this stuff down. Well, my whole idea here is because it was already washing the stuff down, but I put in a nice little ditch right there. It's not big right there, but this is going to catch most of the runoff from the whole property that comes down the driveway. So it'll catch into this ditch. I don't know how well you can tell, but it's definitely a speed bump ditch right there. Cut down into it, and this is you know, prep. I'm getting all this crap off here because this stuff is just building up, and it's slippery crap when it's mixed with some mud. Once we get all this cleaned out, I don't know long term what the plans what I got in store for this place, but maybe a shop. But this all needs to be cleaned up. So I'm gonna do a little bit more grading work here, and then I'm gonna move these trailers down here. This little trailer is holding it down though. This is like my favorite little trailer though, little tilt deck. We got the little bike too. This thing needs to be torn down, and I'm gonna start shoveling some of that junk right straight into the trailer. I'll get the blue thing circled around and start cleaning up some of this mess down in here. Oh man, it is just a got a doghouse, wheelbarrows. There's a V8 short block. I mean, there's just, that stuff is everywhere. I mean, be careful who you let live on in your property or on your house or whatever, whoever you're renting to. Make sure contracts are signed, and if voided on the contract, you can kick them out. Don't fall subject to trickery, and oh, it'll cost you big in the end. Not only lawyer fees, but look at this mess. Sometimes tenants really suck. Alrighty, I am getting a little tired for the day, so we're gonna call her quits. I got the rig loaded back up. Need to go get me some food. But this is the machine. I showed it before. People had a lot of questions about it. It is a multi-track, model number RT30 DT. Found this gem on Craigslist. The joker thought thought the injection pump was a fuel pump and it was bad, but he didn't prime it. It sat so long, and he messed with some stuff. Got a heck of a deal on this. It's the only one I've ever actually seen in person. These things are about the handiest tractor ever. It's got a mini skid steer quick attach on the front, grapple bucket. Like I said earlier, I didn't actually get to use the trailer hitch for moving some trailers around today, but when you do that, any manageable littler trailer, this thing is so agile. I can move that thing around. But I got the driveway taken care of a little bit, carved in a little ditch right there, just enough to catch a runoff. I'm not trying to, you know, make it a huge speed bump. And yeah, this is just an absolute project and a half. If you guys are new to the channel, this is my grandfather's property. Passed it to my dad. Dad passed it down to me and my uncle. And we just went through the biggest hell trying to get the tenants out of here. To keep the story short and vague as I can, without going into too many details, have everything in writing, and don't let this happen to you, what happened here. But this person just left all kinds of junk here. Lawyers got involved to get him out of here, and in the end, the tenant lost everything and left us with a big old mess. Nothing valuable, of course. You can see this whole backyard here. They piled, there was a big pile there. I hauled a bunch of that off. And all this over here, I scraped some of it off after I did my best picking up all the nails. But man, what the heck? There was just garbage, nails, junk everywhere. Scrap steel. We do get money for scrap steel here. I've heard some commenters say that they don't get paid to dump scrap at some of their places, or they have to pay for it. So we have a place we can actually haul some of this scrap to. But this guy, the tenant, was just a Craigslist junkie, made a mess of everything here. And I mean, stuff like that. My dad built that back in the day. That's how, that machine right there, I would consider that the first machine my dad ever had, is a wood splitter. That's where he got his start with, was wood splitter. And that's, you know, that started everything. Something small built into something bigger. And but we're not going to throw that away. But I got all the junk and all this scrap, so we can actually probably break even with hauling it off. When you're renting your property out, you buy a rental home, play it smarter than we did. I know it's going to sound silly, but there's loopholes and stuff that we don't even know about. Corrupt system, I guess, or just a la-di-da system of the government trials and going to see a judge and everything. Nothing ever ends up good if a judge gets involved in lawyers. That's just a big old pain. Money spent, money's wasted. So do yourself a favor, have everything in writing, and then sometimes that's not even enough. But have your intentions, have the tenant's intentions all very clear, written down, signed contract, and keep on top of them, because this is bad. Renovating the house right now. I'm going to make a separate video when that thing is really close to being remodeled on the inside, so you guys can see that. I'd like to share as much with you guys as I can, try to make good quality content and spice it up every time. I get bored of keeping the content the same. So remodel video coming, and this is just oh man, project in 3/4. But I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna take the blue thing with me. I do leave the dump trailer here, and the car, the fastback, is here, and the bus. But I don't really. I mean, this is very obvious. It's just you can't trust anybody, it seems like, and that's a shame. But keep everything locked up the best you can, and even still, if somebody wants to get it at it, they're gonna get it. So, but I don't want someone taking the blue thing, so I'm gonna take it home with me. Grab my puppy dog and go home and get something to eat. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. A little bit out of the ordinary from the diesel curve, which I'm completely okay with. We'll see you guys next time. Hit them buttons. Later.